Ask you a question. What if you're not broken? That sounds strange. Because for a lot of us, that's how exactly we've described ourselves: broken, damaged, behind, not enough, a mistake. I use those words about me more times than I care to admit. Maybe you have too. Maybe you spent years trying to fix yourself. More disciplined, more successful, more accepted, more like the person you think you're supposed to be. And no matter how hard you try, it never feels like enough. You make progress, then you fail. You get back up, then you stumble again. And eventually, you start wondering if maybe, just maybe, you're the problem. Maybe you're just broken. A while back, one of the members of this community, the Wraith 5325, left a comment that stopped me in my tracks. He said, "Trying to fix yourself means becoming something you aren't and never will be, hence causing more stress and anxiety." When I read that, I had to sit with it for a minute, because I think a lot of us have been trying to become something we're not. Not because we want to, because we think we have to. We think if we can just become that person, then we'll be accepted, then we'll finally respect ourselves. But what if that's the wrong goal? What if the goal is becoming more of who you are? Because there's a difference between fixing something and rebuilding something. You ever walk onto a construction site and see exposed walls, tools everywhere, dust covering the floor? You don't assume the building is broken. You assume it's under construction. It's becoming, and maybe that's where some of us get stuck. We look at the mess, the anxiety, the rejection, the addiction, the failures, the shame, the years we feel like we wasted. And we assume the mess means we're broken. And we assume the mess means. But construction sites are messy too. Growth is messy. Healing is messy. Rebuilding is messy. Maybe what you're looking at isn't that you failed. Maybe it's evidence that you're still fighting. And if you're still fighting, then you're not finished. I don't want this channel to be another place that tells you to become somebody else. There are enough people doing that already. This channel isn't about being perfect. It's not pretending life is easy. It's not about having all the answers. It's about rebuilding one decision at a time, one day at a time, one boundary at a time. That's where the one day stronger comes from. Not one day stronger every day, but because strength is built every day. Some day we move forward, some days we barely hold hold our ground. And sometimes the victory is just refusing to quit. But it all counts. It all matters. If you're struggling with self-worth, if you're struggling with confidence, if you're struggling with rejection, if you're struggling with identity, if you're struggling with addiction, or if you're just trying to figure out who you are underneath all the expectations and disappointments, I want you to hear this. You don't have to become someone else to be worthy. You don't have to earn the right to exist. You don't have to be perfect before your life matters. And you don't have to fix yourself before you can start rebuilding. Maybe the person you're looking at isn't someone new. Maybe it's the person you've been all along. The one buried underneath fear. The one buried underneath the shame. The one buried underneath someone else's expectations. And maybe rebuilding is simply finding your way back to yourself. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to the Wraith 2535 for that comment, because one thing I want this channel to become is a community, not a stage. A community is a place where we remind each other that we are not fighting alone. So if something in this video resonates with you, leave a comment below. Share something that you are rebuilding. Share a lesson you've learned. Share something you wish someone had told you years ago. You never know who might need to hear it. And with your permission, your comment may be featured in a future video. And if you're ready to take the next step, I put together a free resource called the Voice Back Journal. The link is in the description. Until next time, keep rebuilding. One day at a time, one choice, one step, one day stronger.